We're always promoting and advocating. That's our tribe, those small business owners or those dreamers that want to start a business.
Yeah.
If that's you, you are our tribe. You're the folks that we're looking for because we want to encourage people, to go ahead, do it, launch it. If you went ahead and you did launch it, we're happy for you. We want you to do that, but we also want you to thrive. We want you to build it outright. And we want it to grow, and we want you to flourish.
Said I will be magnificent, I will be better than I ever been. Yeah, I will amaze me. True to myself, they can't change me.
So have you ever heard someone say that either I want to start a business, but I need a lot of money, or, I don't have a place to start a business, all these different excuses that they give to start a business. But in all actuality, did you know that you can start a business right now with little to nothing? Did you know that?
I did.
You're like, yes, of course. Today, what we're going to talk about on Build a Better Business with the Floyds, we're going to talk about how you can start a business right now with little to no money. Let's go.
We always give them the benefits of starting a business, but then they give us excuses why they can't start a business.
Well, you know what? We are going to abolish that today. We're going to totally obliviate that. There's no excuses because there are so many businesses that you can start right now, and you don't have to have a lot of money at all.
Yep.
So home-based businesses has pretty much eliminated that. So let's kind of jump into it. I don't want to prolong the time because there is several things that people can do right away.
What they got.
With what they got. So the first thing I wanted to bring to the stage would be, like driving, using your vehicle. So your vehicle is not only a great major tax deduction you can use in your business, but it's also something that you can be able to use to make money with, like Uber, Lyft,
DoorDash,
Amazon, delivery or Walmart delivery, all of these things you can be able to do with your vehicle. But let's kind of explain that a little bit, because I know that there's lots of Uber drivers, Lyft drivers. There's a lot of folks that's doing that now. They're discovering that they can use their vehicle to make extra money now independently. And so are you a business owner if you are a Lyft driver or, a Uber driver? Are you a business owner?
Well, you're an independent business owner.
Independent contractor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you pretty much you get a 1099.
Right.
That's what we call it. You get a 1099, and that pretty much qualifies you as an independent contractor. Mm-hmm. And you get the same benefits of having your own business.
Right. And so it's actually, so this is what I had to learn. So because I worked for a financial firm for a long time, and I thought that I was a business owner because I got a 1099. And I was actually shocked when I realized I was not a business owner because I did not own that business. Yeah. I was an independent contractor of that business, and they paid me compensation via 1099, but I did not own that company. So you have to understand the difference between being self-employed and being a business owner, which is two different things. They're not the same. Yes. And so when you receive a 1099, which is great, by the way, that's one thing I do love about, the delivery drivers, the Ubers, the Lyft drivers, they get that 1099. And because that 1099 is considered self-employment, then you're still able to take a lot of deductions just like you own the business, but you don't.
You can get advantage of your miles and all kinds of different deductions, your insurance, just for using your vehicle in that business.
Absolutely. So, I'd say that's the first thing that they can do is Uber, Lyft, or use their vehicle for that purpose, to be able to make extra money. You're not technically a business owner, so we make that clear, but you are considered self-employed and you can be able to take advantage of those deductions. But there is a way that you could use your vehicle and it would be considered more of a business, and I think that is Turo, right?
Yeah, Turo.
Yeah. We know a couple people who are actually in the Turo business. And it's where you're using, if you have an extra vehicle and you can be able to use that extra vehicle where it can make you some money every single day.
That's true. I said, especially leaving from El Paso, we see a lot of people that have extra vehicles in the yard. And, instead of, it's only 2 people in the house and they got like 4 vehicles. So, like my wife said, you can pretty much take that vehicle and rent it out. And that vehicle is pretty much paying for itself.
Right. So let me give you, that's absolutely correct. So that's a way, like, especially if you have an extra vehicle, you're making payments on it, but you're not using it that much.
Yeah.
That might be a great idea to be able to make some money, put that vehicle to work, allow that vehicle to pay for itself, and also make you a little extra money. I think that that's great. So now I'm not 100% familiar with Toro in regards to like how they report the income. Like, do you receive the income? Do you get a 1099? But what I can say is if you do receive a 1099 from Toro, it's still fine because all you have to do is create yourself a business and you can be doing business. You can report that under Toro. So if they do pay a 1099, that 1099 is being paid directly to your business.
Yep.
And now it is your actual business and you can treat that like a business opposed to being self-employed. So that's the only caveat is, because I think it's the same way with Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
So you can, you have your business set and your income flows into under your business
Yes,
name.
under the business.
So that would be something that people would have to be mindful of that, but it is definitely a business that you can be able to start with little or no money. You have the vehicle, that vehicle's actually costing you money,
Yep.
but you can put that vehicle to work and make that vehicle make you money and pay for itself and pay you a little extra money as well.
Yeah, so pretty much you're using what you already got.
Use what you got. That's
Yep.
right. All right, the next one. So this is one that we know probably near and dear, not something that we've done personally, but we know so many folks who have done this, which is childcare or daycare.
Yep.
So, you do need, so it depends on how, your structure, because there are some governmental programs I know that will help you with initial funding, for, food, to have food programs.
Equipment.
Yeah, and then equipment, things like that, where, if you qualify for that to get your daycare facility, started, and you can do that right from home.
Yep.
So that's a business definitely that I feel that's actually could be pretty lucrative, because children, the younger that child is, the more that the more that child care bill is. But I'm telling you, when ours grew up, we felt like we were getting a promotion.
Oh, it was a promotion.
The older they got, once they got off of diapers, and then once they got off the child care, that extra cost itself was like a tremendous extra savings. But, child care is definitely a very lucrative business that can be started from home, and you don't have to have a lot of money to get that started. You may have to start with, if you are funding everything yourself, like maybe you don't have the backing of a program to give you those initial funds. Well, and if you have to start it yourself, then you may not be able to start off, full blown with 12 kids or however many, you want. You might only can do 1 or 2,
I use for most, little ones, they usually bring the car seat and the diapers and the milk, and it ain't like they're, going everywhere. So you pretty much, the parents are bringing you everything you need to your house.
Right. I mean, we're responsible for still food and, there's still other responsibilities, but it still helps on the cost in regards to getting started. But I would say if that's a business that you're interested in doing, then you definitely just start where you are, whatever your budget can afford, and then just grow from there. Because if you have 2 consistent customers that is, utilizing your service, that income, you just reinvest that income into growing the business. So now you can have 4, children and then 6
daycare
children.
Can, like you said, can get expenses, $200 to $300 a month. I think it's way past that,
Oh yeah, it's past that.
So
Folks
imagine having 3 kids.
$600 a month, yeah.
3 kids, and you're pretty much set. You can pay your mortgage with 3 kids.
Yeah. Depends on the age of that child, but definitely $500-$600 a month. Whoo, yes.
I know. I remember those days.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry to interrupt the episode. I just wanted to share with you a time that when me and my husband was sitting across from our CPA in the tax office, it was a day that I will never forget. We were literally looking at our tax forms, and we looked through it and we saw the refund section and we saw that it was blank. Then we went down and we looked at the amount you owe. And I have to tell you, is that numbers that was on that line was equivalent to a brand new car. that day we knew we needed to do something different. That's why we got involved in the tax industry. We did what we needed to do to learn, to get our credentials, and then came the birth of Quick and Easy Tax Solutions. We are so excited because we've created a space where people can now be able to have that knowledge that they need to be able to save in taxes. We want you to have a safe space where you can be able to get things done quick, easy, and efficient. But one thing we learned when we were studying and trying to figure out how can we start lowering our taxes and save money is we learned that businesses is the key, is the essential nugget that you need to be able to take a lot of different tax write-offs and get those deductions. So we want to help you by helping you build a better business. So what I want to bring to your attention is that we're offering a free course called Build a Better Business from A to Z. If you are on the fence about starting a business, or you already have a side gig that you kind of doing, but you haven't taken it serious, we want to help push you off the ledge and give you the resources and the tools that you need. All you have to do is two things for me. I need you to subscribe to this channel, and I need you to drop me a comment, free course. Once you do that, we're going to reach out to you with the details on how you can access this course. Now, this course is literally A to Z. It's going to tell you everything you need to do so you can be able to start that business in an efficient way and feel confident and be able to build your dream. So subscribe to this channel, drop us a comment, free course, and enjoy the rest of the episode. Another one that we see a lot is, hairstylists, braiders. Yep. I still have a lady braids from her house,
Yep.
If you have that skill set, if you know how to do hair, I think ideally from the conversations I've had from a lot of hairstylists is ideally they like to be in a shop. They like that whole, it's just, it's just a better feel to be in a shop.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to grow into a shop,
Yep.
Building up your clientele. Yeah, they start at home, build up their clientele. And once they have enough consistent clientele, then they can, move over into a shop. Yep. Because, I think essentially they want to keep their home separate. They want to be able to come home and don't have to,
I've even seen some clients, whenever they do braids, they have the clients bring their own hair.
Oh, yeah, they do that, or if they do provide it, then there's a little extra charge for it. So, but however, you do it, that is a business. Definitely. I believe you can start with little to no money because you need some shampoo, some conditioner, and some skill.
Yeah, oil sheens and rubber bands.
Yeah, and you can be able to start that and get that going. So that is definitely, this is the one that I love. I love like folks who cook and bake.
Yes.
Because it's just so much more that they can be able to tap into. But cook, folks who cook and bake, and especially, around the holidays.
Yeah, you got Christmas.
Thanksgiving, the big one that's used when they get
birthdays.
And
then that's
parties.
That's your best advertisement for somebody that makes cakes because you're making a cake for a bunch of people. And so everybody's coming to see your presentation.
Right.
So, of course, they're going to be like, who made your cake?
And then they refer you, absolutely. That's a great opportunity. But if the cake is good, like, wow, that cake was so good. Who made that cake?
Yes.
But you don't need a whole lot of money to start from home because obviously if you're cooking for, for clients or for a family or whomever the customer may be, your charge is going to include the cost of the food plus the cost of, the preparation of it and the serving or whatever it is. So all of that cost will be, you'll receive all that back plus profit on top of whatever you charge for the service. But you don't need a lot of money to start that business. So that is one that you definitely can be able to do for a little to no money. Absolutely. So, all right. So this is a good one. So did you know you can turn your garage into a moneymaker?
I've seen that before.
I've seen it too. And I think that that's super cool because there's so many different things. I've seen some people use their garage for, to build out an office. I've seen them use it, to make things.
Yep.
So they'll make it turn into like a shop where they're making crafts.
Yep.
And, and selling out of the garage.
We have a client that makes dog kettles in her garage. So her whole garage is just full of dog kettles. And I guess she advertises them online, but every time we pass the house, it's full of customers lining up to get dog kettles.
That's actually a pretty cool business. I haven't thought about that, dog kettles. Yeah, another thing that we've seen, folks use the garage for car repair.
Oh, that's perfect.
Now, you definitely can't do this if you're in the HOA community. If you're in the HOA community, this is not going to work.
They would knock on your door.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will be drive by. You will get a nice little drive by and a nice little note and maybe a fine. But if you're in, you own your own land. This is, your house.
Tell them you're going to cover that fine, right?
Yeah, tell that customer like,
Yes.
hey, I'm getting fined because I'm doing your car. No, it's okay. But that's a good one though for folks who are auto mechanic. You have to start where you are, and your home. I feel like your house that you own can literally be the start. It's the humble beginnings of where you start, and you have to think. You pay a mortgage on a house. And the house doesn't make you any money, but you can be able to leverage that house to make you money. So I think that, you can start right where you are. But I actually know a person that they started their business, auto repair right out of their own garage.
I'm even throwing another one. When I was younger, I used to wash cars very well.
Oh, wow.
I still do, but, I used to wash cars very well. And I had a lot of family support. So I would have cars lined up all the way around the block, and I'm washing cars one at a time. Just a soap, dish detergent, a bucket, and water.
Right. Wow. Yeah. Well, that is a good one. We try to get our son to do that. Okay. Another conversation. And like,
so you want me to go and wash cars?
Yeah. It's a little bit different. Yeah, a little bit different.
They built different.
Yeah, a little different. So, but it's okay. But that is a good one. Little to nothing. Car washing, detailing, car detail.
Yep.
I know folks that actually go to people's houses and detail their car. You just got to have your cleaning supplies, your vacuum, all of that. And then you can just continue to do that over and over again. So there's so many businesses you can be able to do with little to no money and get it going. But once you get it going, then that is the launch to a bigger and better business. You know,
how many people that don't have a vacuum cleaner, don't have a hose pipe?
So I mean, absolutely. But I'm gonna say it. So another I feel is content creators.
Yep.
That's another one. So
Content creators has made so many millionaires.
Yeah. So, let's unpack that a little bit. So we know several folks that are content. I know one that's like super successful content creator, makes a lot of money, but basically when I talked with them, they said how they started, they just needed a phone and some light, and they use that phone for their camera and some nice light. And they would just go live, just constantly go live. And then eventually, they had a product, and then they will, always be selling their product, online and so, or through social media. So there are so many ways that you can be able to start a business and build a business with little to no money. So I don't want anyone to feel like that there's anything holding them back from starting a business. Yeah. Of course, we're always promoting and advocating. That's our tribe, those small business owners or those dreamers that want to start a business. Yeah. If that's you, you are our tribe. You're the folks that we're looking for because we want to encourage people, to go ahead, do it, launch it. If you went ahead and you did launch it, we're happy for you. We want you to do that, but we also want you to thrive. We want you to build it outright, and we want it to grow, and we want you to flourish, because at the end of the day, we're tax professionals. That's what we do, and we have learned that through the way that some tax code has been written, it is more advantageous for you to have a business. If you want to save the most in taxes, it's better for you to have a business to do that, because it unlocks a lot of, untapped deductions that you don't have access to when you just work a regular job. Yeah,
when you just got that W-2, we're limited on what we can do for you.
Absolutely. And so we are right around the corner from tax season, by the way. So,
that's true.
We got to give Quick and Easy Tax Solutions a shout out. But if anyone is interested in just getting a free quote or want to know some different things that they can be able to do differently this tax season to be able to progress in their taxes, we will absolutely love to help them. They can always visit our website at quickandeasytaxes.com. And go ahead, book yourself a free appointment. And we'd love to help you on that side.
Yeah, and if you're tired of paying out so much in taxes, come give us a call.
Absolutely. You know, there are ways that you can be able to save money, even if you are a W-2. We're going to give you some encouragement and some strategies on what you can do to change the situation, because why give 10, 20% of your income away to Uncle Sam and do nothing about it? That money can go into your pocket. That money can go into your investments. That money can go towards your child. That money can go so many other places than just giving it to our government, which would gladly take it, by the way.
That's true.
And continue to, do whatever it is that they do. So we're going to get into that. So,
yeah.
So with that being said, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Build a Better Business. And we always got to leave it with my fabulous husband.
We always say, listen, learn it, apply it.
Absolutely. Take this information and run with it. Build those better businesses, because at the end of the day, we want you to thrive, but we want you to save money as well. Till next time.